Hello folks, this is Gassy Jack Gear Reviews. Thanks for tuning in. Today I have sort of a chapter 2 for you. This is the Seiko Alpinist, and I've done a full review on this watch, but I wanted to do a second review because I have it on a Seiko bracelet. And I got the Seiko bracelet from Seiya, Japan, and it has a simple double deployment clasp, okay, with a milled out clasp. Quite nice. It's got solid end links. Okay. The only thing I don't like about this bracelet is that it only has 2 adjustments. And for me, that's not enough. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to put this on my right wrist here. If you have skinny wrists, you'll know, and I don't just mean like small in size, I mean like no fat on them. So if you have skinny wrists with no fat on your wrist, it's hard to get a good fit. You have to get it snug and just right, and you have like a millimeter, 2 millimeters maybe to get that right. And so if you're taking off links, you're trying to, oh, how many links do I take off with the adjustment of the 2 holes? It's hard to get it right with this one, and I don't have it exactly right. I could use one more hole. If it had one more hole in this, or one more adjustment in the strap, it'd be a keeper. But I need one more adjustment. So I'm going to look towards strap code, and I know that they make them for this watch, but they just don't have them in stock. Once they have them in stock, I'm going to snap one up, and I know someone on one of the forums has asked for this strap or this bracelet. So I'll sell it to him for a good price, do him a favor, and put the other one on. But the dial on this watch, I'm going to take this off my wrist again because it's uncomfortable when you're behind the camera. If you ever do videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's brutal. This dial is unbelievable. And this is artificial light, obviously. But the dial on this one in sunlight is amazing. It's got really nice gold colored indices applied. Okay. The Seiko sign is also applied. It's a slightly different gold color though. It's more like yellowy gold, where the other ones are like really gold. If that makes any sense. See if I can get that. Yeah. You can see those. You can see the Seiko. Those Seiko. But it's still nice. They should have done a better match, but that'd be really nitpicking. I love the Mercedes hands on this, and even the second hands. I think this is a really classy watch, but you can wear it casually. I would fully recommend this. It's a 39 millimeter watch, and for some would say like a 39 is the perfect size. I think anywhere between 38 and 42, 42 being on the big size. But you know what? Depending though, I have a Seiko Suma that wears well on my wrist, and I do like some bigger watches. But for a nice classy watch, I think 39 is as big as you want to go. I really want to do a comparison between this one and the Seiko Explorer 1. Sorry, the Seiko Explorer. The Rolex Explorer 1. I had said in my other video that I was getting that one. I am going to get that one, but I'm holding off on it a bit because I've fallen in love again with the Submariner no date. And I mean, I love everything about it. But the thing I love, one of the greatest things I think about the Submariner, the new Submariner anyway, is that the adjustments, those micro adjustments that you can do with no tools, just slide it back and forth and get a perfect fit. For me, again, with my wrists, I wish every watch came with that same system. I think it is the best system out there by far. I know I've seen, say, the Marine Master, the Seiko Marine Master has that other sliding thing there. I don't think it compares. I'll even bring out. I have a strap code on an SKX. I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to pop that over here. I got my watch case over here. So I think I've done a full review on this one. You can see this one. You kind of hold it there and and that's super easy, and you can do it without even taking off your wrist, which is awesome, but you know, you're left with that. So for, you know, if it was, you know, a dive suit situation, yeah, awesome. But you know, you don't want to be wearing this. Not that you really see the bottom that much, but you know, it's still, you know, think about it. When you're a watch person, you go nuts over these things. You know what I'm talking about. So I just love the Submariner clasp and ease of sort of sizing it on the fly. I wish everything came with that. I really, 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 really wish the Explorer 1 came with that same system, because I think the Explorer 1 is, for me, like one of the most perfect watches out there, dial-wise, bracelet-wise, except that it has like this 5 millimeter kind of snap system. So it's 5 millimeter or not. You have a difference of 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter is a lot when you're sizing a watch. So I think with that one, I do want to get it eventually, but I think with that one, I'm going to have to actually tell the dealer, like, listen, man, I'm going to have to ask you, you're going to have to size this for me, and then I'm going to have to make my decision. I don't know if they'll do that or not. You would think if you're spending that much on a watch that they would, but who knows? Maybe they don't want to take the chance scratching it or something like that. If they do that for me and it fits good with that 5 millimeter adjustment, then I will get it. But I'm getting the sub first. But if and when I do get that watch, I'm going to do a head-to-head with this one, because I think for Seiko and Rolex, they're not compared like apples to apples, but as far as function and looks go, they're similar. But they're, you know, obviously the Rolex is way more expensive, got a way better movement. This has this Seiko's in-house 6R15C, which is also in the Seiko Sumo. I have it in my Seiko, bring it over here for you, Seiko Brights. Let me see if I can look at that dial. Whew. You get that thing in sunlight, and there is no other watch with a dial like that. It's unbelievable. Anyway, this has been a short review on the Seiko Alpinist. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a Gassy Jack gear review. If you like this review, please subscribe. If you like any of the other videos, please like them and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you have some scathing remarks, go ahead, leave them in that section too. I got thick skin. And if you want to see any comparisons of the watches that you see on my channel, just let me know, and I'd be happy to do a review for you or a quick comparison for you. Take care. See you soon.